and welcome back to another Sunday meal prep video. I hope that you are excited to watch the video today. I'm excited to do these meals today. I've got one favorite and one repeat meal today, and then we're also going to make a dessert, which is a repeat dessert, but one that Charlie and I both really loved, and so he's super excited about it. But anywho, my name is Jennifer. I am 46 years old. I've been doing WW for a couple of years now. I make a lot of meal prep videos, lifestyle videos, all of that good stuff. So if that's something that you enjoy, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. And also follow me over on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle here on the screen for you as well. And then I have a really great Facebook group that I co-admin with Roy from Recipes with Roy and Bree with Balancing Life with Bree. This is the icon to that group, and there is a direct link down in the description box for you to access that group easily. Also, be sure to check the description box. I will have either the recipes linked or typed out down there that I make in the video today. So anyway, without further ado, we will jump right in. And first we're going to go over our meal plan for the day. So I'm going to make my chicken enchiladas for one meal, which that is so delicious. If you've not made those, you need to definitely make them. Highly recommend. I've already got the chicken cooking in the crock pot. You'll see me put it in here in just a minute, but I had to go ahead and get it on because it needs to cook for at least like 4 hours on high. And it's just some salsa, salt and pepper on the chicken, super easy. And then we will just mix everything up, assemble the enchiladas, cook them in the oven, very easy. And then I'm going to use the Instant Pot again today, y'all. Y'all know how that makes me a little nervous. And we are also going to make shrimp today. So this is Instant Pot shrimp and broccoli from Little Sunny Kitchen. So something different, also using the Instant Pot. I don't really like to cook with a lot of seafood. Shrimp is one that I do like. I like shrimp and salmon. I would say that would probably be about it. But Charlie is super excited to have some shrimp this week, and so yeah, I found this one. Wanted to use the Instant Pot. We shall see how it turns out, and I'm going to make that meal first because the chicken is still cooking in the crock pot and I have to wait on that to be done until a little bit later. Oh, dessert. We're making the Hannah banana bread, or Hannah banana bread cake, or whatever it's called. We loved that the last time. It was so good. It is not filling, but it is delicious. I can't remember, I sliced it into like 10 or 11 slices, how many points it comes out to be. 2 to 3 points per slice, but anyway, it's totally worth it. And Charlie's like, I'm going to eat the whole loaf on the first day. No, you're not. Portion control. We're going to get a piece each night until it is done. But excited about that. Of course, I will make my bacon and eggs as usual and my fruit bowls. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. We already have the chicken breast that we're going to use out of the freezer that's already been trimmed and stuff for the chicken enchiladas, so he doesn't have to do any kind of meat prep or anything today. So super easy prep day for him, and yeah, so we will just roll right into it now. Say bye, Nico. Alrighty, Charlie just literally got back from Publix. He has not even unpacked the bags yet, but I need to get these chicken breasts on, and Kroger did not have the Frontera cilantro jalapeno salsa that I like to use. This is really tasty in the chicken to go in the enchiladas. So I'm going to cook them on high for like 4 hours. It's already 12 o'clock, so it's going to be like 4 o'clock by the time that it's done before I can assemble them. So cooking on high for 4 hours should be good enough. But it's real simple. You're just going to spray the inside of your crock pot. And then I've already put salt and pepper on one side of the chicken breast. And so I'm just going to go ahead and turn them down and salt and pepper the other side. And then we're going to dump the salsa on there. And that's all that there is to it. Whoops. We're just seasoning them up, and then the salsa in itself just gives the chicken such a great flavor. Like this would be good just shredded on salads, or you know, any kind of chicken wrap or whatever that you wanted to do. It's delicious in the enchiladas. This is the best recipe that I've kind of come up with, you know, from using different recipes. Love it. Highly recommend all of the Frontera products that I've ever tried. So I need to be sponsored by Frontera, you know. So y'all, if Frontera is listening or watching, give me a shout out. Look, see, I can't use this. I can't open this.
You use that new thing?
Oh, I'm gonna try my Pampered Chef thing and see if it works. Charlie have to show me how to use it.
Just
no, don't do it
like that. Push it kind of hard.
Hang on, let me move this out of the way. So I don't know if y'all remember, I ordered like this thing to help open the cans or jars. But how does it grip it?
It's got teeth.
Because otherwise I have to rely on Charlie to do it. I still can't open it. I'm weak. I do work out every day, y'all. I got it. That's super exciting. Yay, it worked. It was still difficult, but I don't think I would have been able to open it. So we're just going to dump the whole jar in there, and then this is going to go on high in the crock pot for at least 4 hours. I'm going to set it for like 6 just in case I'm not ready by 4 o'clock to do it, but that is it to make delicious shredded chicken. So in the crock pot it goes, and I'm going to finish getting ready, then we'll be back and start cooking.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back.
Alright, we have our fruit here, our normal pineapple, cantaloupe, blueberries. We're going to throw them together, get them in the fridge so that we can get started on our Instant Pot meal.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been.
Alright, I have completed my fruit and yogurt and diced pepper preparation here. I only made 6 containers of yogurt because I do have one left over from last week. If you watch my Saturday grocery haul vlog, we ended up eating out lunch with my family, and then we just picked up Moe's for dinner, so I did not have one of my fruit bowls. I just kind of finished it off today, and Charlie used some of the pineapple to put on his pizza and everything, but I still have one yogurt left. But anywho, so I do have 7 fresh containers of fruit for this week and 6 yogurts, and then we have our diced peppers here ready to go for my bacon, and not for my bacon. We have the diced peppers here ready for my pizzas and my eggs, and then of course my tomato for my sandwiches. So let's put this away and get started on the Instant Pot meal. Alright everyone, we are getting ready to start on the Instant Pot shrimp and broccoli from Little Sunny Kitchen. This kind of seems like a fairly simple recipe. It has a few different kind of ingredients. The only thing special that I bought was the shrimp, which look what Charlie paid for the shrimp, $22. He got 2 pounds. It calls for like 25 ounces, so I told him just to get 2 pounds of shrimp, but yeah, hopefully he got the correct ones. They're supposed to be peeled and deveined. which it says peeled white shrimp, but it doesn't say deveined. So we shall see whenever I open that package. And then we need broccoli. So we have broccoli florets here. 9 tablespoons of soy sauce. So I have my soy sauce here. I hope there's 9 tablespoons in there. I did get another one just in case. Oyster sauce was the other thing that we picked up that I did not have, nor have I ever tried this that I know of. So I don't really know what it tastes like. But we need 6 tablespoons of that. We need 3 teaspoons of rice vinegar. So I already had that from another recipe that I had made, which was good. We need 3 teaspoons of brown sugar, which I'm going to use the Swerve brown sugar replacement. We need 3 tablespoons of ginger. So I'm just going to use like 3 tablespoons of this ginger paste. I need to use this up anyway. It's been open for a bit, so that will use quite a bit of it. And then we need 6 cloves of garlic, so I'll just use 6 teaspoons of garlic. I'm going to pick up another one of those large containers. I actually hope that I have enough garlic. I might end up using all of it in here. We shall see. I didn't even think about getting any more of that. And that is the sauce. So basically we're going to start and put the sauce in and the shrimp. Everything except for the broccoli. The broccoli is going to kind of go in last so that it doesn't get too soft. And we're going to make a slurry to kind of thicken it up. So we're going to need 3 to 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. So I did pick up a big container of this because I was completely out the last time that I needed it. And then we're going to do 3 teaspoons of sriracha. So we're going to make a slurry with just some cornstarch and water. So 3 to 6 tablespoons of this with water. And we'll kind of add this after it cooks and then add in the broccoli. And then optional, we have some sriracha. I guess this can really be to garnish it with. I don't think that it goes in it. And then green onions, which of course I left out, and then sesame seeds. So we will top it with this. I might just put a little bit of sesame seeds and sriracha on top of each dish once I plate it up. So we shall see how all of this comes together. I'm a little nervous on using the Instant Pot, especially because it says to put it for 0 minutes. So basically we're going to bring it up to pressure and then instantly release it, which seems weird to me. However, we're going to follow the directions because it says it takes 5 minutes to prep it, 10 minutes to cook it, 20 minutes total time. Make 6 servings. And it says if you follow this, 242 calories. This does not have points on it. I'll have to plug it in and calculate it. But I mean, I am going to save some because I'm not using regular brown sugar. Of course, did we need sesame oil? Oh yeah, 6 teaspoons of sesame oil. That right there is going to probably make it a little bit more in points. But we're going to use it because it has a great flavor. I love it. And hopefully our shrimp turns out good. I don't like to prep a lot with seafood. And Roy, I know that you don't like anything with seafood, so you could probably substitute chicken or something if you wanted to. Or you could do beef and broccoli. But I'm also going to make some of my Asian fried rice on the stove, probably kind of after I get this together. And then I'll just kind of let this sit and wait while I make that. We shall see. I don't feel like I can do both at one time. I don't know. Well, let's get started. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started on the sauce. So we need 9 tablespoons of soy sauce. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And you know what? There's just a tiny little bit left in there. We're not going to leave that. So that did take exactly that. So 9 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then we're going to need 6 tablespoons of this oyster sauce. Charlie said this took him forever to find at Publix. Like, I thought something happened to him. It took him forever this morning. I called him. When I got out of the shower, I couldn't believe that he wasn't home yet. Let's see what this smells like. I don't really know. It smells good. So we need 6 tablespoons of this. Let's see if this comes out easy. Yay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we need 3 teaspoons of rice wine vinegar. There's 1, 2, 3. And then we need 3 teaspoons of brown sugar. So we're going to use the brown sugar Swerve. I'm just going to use a regular teaspoon to measure this out. This is 0 points anyway. So we're going to use 3 tablespoons of ginger. So there's 1, 2. This is probably going to use just about all of this up to 3. We're going to use 6 cloves of garlic, or 6 teaspoons of the minced garlic, if I have it in here. 3. So I'm just going to use what I've got left. 4, So I only got about 5 out of that, but that's okay. And then 6 teaspoons of sesame oil, which is quite a bit, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there we go. There is our sauce. So it says to put all of the ingredients in the Instant Pot except for the broccoli, if you want it to stay firm, and the cornstarch slurry. I don't know, do I want the broccoli to stay firm? I don't want it to be too firm. Should I go ahead and put it in? I wish y'all could answer me right now. Hey guys, so this is Editing Jennifer popping in here to let y'all know that what y'all are witnessing at this moment as I'm working on this Instant Pot meal, in my decision making process, I make a crucial mistake in deciding to put the broccoli in while it's rising to pressure. The reason I did it was because it was set to 0 minutes to actually cook. It was just to bring it to pressure and then that was it. And then you saute and add in the slurry or whatever. So I was thinking, it's not really going to cook the broccoli that much if it's not going to cook it all. Wrong. And of course, this is just the 3rd time I think that I've ever used the Instant Pot, so please forgive me because you're fixing to see my mushy broccoli disintegrate. But don't do what I did. Don't add the broccoli then. If I make the meal again, I would probably not cook the broccoli in the Instant Pot at all. I would just steam it in the microwave and then just mix the shrimp mixture and the broccoli together at the end. So anywho, back to the video. So we're going to go ahead and put the broccoli in, I think. I think it'll be fine because it's fresh broccoli, and I'm afraid it'll be too hard if I don't. We'll add everything in except for the slurry that we're going to make and the sesame seeds. I do think whenever I do the slurry, I am going to go ahead and add in the sriracha, but I'll wait and do that then. So we're going to move over to our Ninja Foodie, and I have my Instant Pot lid already ready. So I'm just going to spray that, just so it doesn't stick. It doesn't say you have to. Put everything in except for the slurry and the sesame seeds. So we're going to put all of our sauce in. Let's see how this shrimp looks. Oops, I'm getting blurry. Sorry. It doesn't know what to focus on. There we go. Okay, here is our shrimp. Can you see that? So we're going to put all of it in. And we're going to go ahead and put in our broccoli. Probably about enough. Okay, so what it says is basically to put on pressure for, it says 0 minutes, which seems odd to me, but we're going to follow the directions. So basically it's going to come to pressure and then we will quickly release the steam. We'll see. We'll work on making the slurry and the fried rice while that's cooking. Okay, so we are going to mix up this slurry. We're just going to do 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and 1 tablespoon of water to start with, and then if it needs to be thickened up again, then we'll just basically mix up another one. And it does say if you're using the sriracha, then you can add it in whenever you do the slurry. So basically we're going to release the pressure here in just a minute. It just finished. Okay, so we have the cornstarch and water mixed up and ready to go. Now we're going to release the pressure. Charlie's not here to do it, so I'm going to do it myself. We shall see. I'm going to back y'all up a little bit. Quickly release the steam and carefully open the lid. So it's unsealed. I don't know which hand I want to use to vent it with. I need to like push it towards the button. Open it. Okay, y'all. Y'all hear Charlie? He thinks it's safe to open it, so if I die,
Wink, wink.
it's on. He's like wink, wink. But there's barely any steam coming out. I'm always scared to open it. I'm gonna make him open it. You come open it. He went and got me some garlic, by the way, y'all, so that I can make my, You're not gonna do it without a minute? You said it was safe. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm curious to see what these shrimps look like. And yeah, I said shrimps. Let's see here. Oh, look, they're cooked. Can y'all see? Y'all can see. So this was set for 0 time. It basically was just brought to pressure and then you quick release it. And now I've made this cornstarch slurry to thicken the sauce. And we're going to put a little sriracha in there. Okay, so now it says to turn it to saute. We'll see if this thickens it up enough. If not, we'll mix up another batch. Look at that, y'all. I swear the Instant Pot is amazing. Every time I've used it, I've been super excited. Now my broccoli is kind of mushy, which means it's probably going to completely fall apart. We'll go ahead and add in the rest of the broccoli, since my other broccoli is going to kind of be disintegrated. And we're going to go in with a little sriracha. It says 3 teaspoons. We'll just squirt some in there. Just 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to turn it on low and let it simmer for a few minutes. It's on low medium, I guess, saute. See, that new broccoli I put in there is going to be hard, but the old broccoli got too soft. Okay, we're going to move on over here and make the fried rice now and just let this simmer for a little bit. Okay, so we are going to do the fried rice. I'm just going to spray my pot so that it doesn't stick. And then I'm going to use 3 bags of this. Typically, most people probably use 2. But I feel like it gets kind of dense and there's not that much divided between 6 people or 6 servings. So I just like to go ahead and use 3 bags. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And I did kind of break those up before I put them in. And then basically we're just going to add some salt and pepper and let this get softened up. And then we're going to add in an egg at the end, soy sauce and garlic. And that'll be it. And the fried rice seasoning packet. And some, I don't forget what that stuff's called. I just used a whole container of it. Soy sauce. So I need to get some soy sauce, my fried rice seasoning packet, an egg, and some garlic. But this has to soften up first. I'm going to put the lid on it, and we will be back. Let me grab my other stuff. Okay, we are back. Our cauliflower is softened up pretty good, I think. We are going to go ahead and go in with our soy sauce. So we have 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, which luckily I did pick up another one of those. We do need a teaspoon of minced garlic, or 1 clove. Charlie ran and got me another one of these big jars because we may not eat onions, but we do go through a lot of garlic, y'all. So a teaspoon of garlic, and we're going to go ahead and go in with the fried rice seasoning packet. This is what really makes it taste good, this Sunbird. And we're just going to let this cook for a few minutes, and then we will kind of push it to the side and scramble the egg. And then mix it together and it'll be done. So easy. And then we are going to plate it up. We're going to put this on the bottom and then put the broccoli and shrimp on top. I think the meal's going to be good, even though my broccoli that I put in there first did kind of turn out super soft, so it's kind of like breaking up and mixing in with the liquid, but it tastes really good. I did add the rest of the bag of broccoli that I didn't use at first, so it's just kind of sitting over there, so there may be some firmer pieces. I wanted to see how those would turn out too. Okay, so we're just going to push everything over to one side, and we're just going to take the egg and kind of scramble it over here to the side, which doesn't take but a minute, and then we will mix it in with the rest of the rice and it will be done. Okay, so there, the egg is ready, and we're going to mix it all together. And you could totally leave the egg out if you didn't want to put it in. Okay, that's all there is to it. Just like that, we have cauliflower fried rice. And so I'm going to get everything together and we're going to start plating this meal up. Okay, so we have our fried rice here, and we are just going to, well, I almost put it in the small side. So I like to use the 2 container trays. This end I will leave empty. And we have some of our chunk spring rolls. I forgot to tell y'all that Charlie got some of those the other day. So that was like a score in my mind, because we've been looking for those. Those are delicious. So we'll have a spring roll and a couple of dumplings with this meal.
Got that something, baby, that I can go without, just like a poison in me. You're all that I'm about, loving the highs, don't mind the lows. It's getting out of my control. I want that something, baby, 'cause I can go without. Mama used to.
Okay, here is my shrimp and broccoli. I probably could have done another slurry to make it a little bit thicker, but I think that it's going to be fine. I'm just going to put it over this, which I know it's kind of green. It's got the broccoli and stuff in there and the shrimp, but it actually tastes really good.
Do you love your love? I'm never gonna get enough. I'm a sucker for your love, your love.
I know it's kind of green from all the broccoli in there, but trust me, it does taste good. All right, guys, so we have the completed shrimp and broccoli and fried rice. Again, it tastes really good, even though it looks really green from the broccoli breaking up. Like I said, if I had it to do over, I would not do it either way. I would just do some steamed broccoli and then add it in at the end. That way it's softened up enough, but not too much, because the bigger pieces still feel kind of hard. The pieces I put in first still feel pretty soft. So, or obviously they're really soft, they disintegrated. One thing I did not add yet is the sesame seeds. I'm just going to wait, and then whenever we eat it, we can just sprinkle some fresh right on top of the meal so that they don't get soggy or anything. So, anywho, got this one done. Now we are going to move on to the chicken enchiladas. Okay, guys, here is the chicken. And there's Ozzy. You see Ozzy. Anytime I have chicken... Oh, no, Luna. So the animals are obsessed with chicken. So here they come as soon as they smell me shredding chicken. So my chicken is done. Look at that, y'all. It is just shredding up like butter. So I'm just going to... Luna, get down. If y'all watched last week's grocery haul, meal prep video, she gets an attitude and she starts hissing at me. I'm not putting up with it today, Luna. She yawned, y'all. She's just bored with that comment. Anyway, we're just going to shred this up real quick, and then we are going to get everything together to get this in the skillet and get our mixture together. What I'm going to do is make, get down. What I'm going to do is make 6 for me and 6 for Charlie this week. We are not going to have a side. What I'm going to do is make 6 for me and 6 for Charlie. We will not have a side with this. I've done it plain before, and then I've done it with the cauliflower Spanish rice. Since I did the cauliflower fried rice, I didn't want to do 2 nights, well, 6 nights of cauliflower rice. So we just decided to double the enchiladas. And sometimes I have a lot of the mixture left over. It makes quite a bit, to be honest. So we are just going to get this shredded up in here, and then I'm going to let it sit for just a minute and cool off and just kind of absorb the rest of this salsa. And then we will be ready to mix it all up in the skillet. We got some black beans to put in there, some corn, some Laughing Cow cheese wedges, some lime, and I do recommend squeezing the lime on there. It really brings out a nice little flavor. So I'm going to get this together, and then I will meet you over at the stove here in just a minute. Okay, guys, we are finally ready to... I've got the chicken shredded, and I have everything here for the chicken enchiladas. I'm going to bend you down, and we are going to get started on this because the day is slipping away from me. So I have my shredded chicken here. It's delicious and ready to go. I have 4 Laughing Cow cheese wedges. This is the light Swiss. I have a can of the diced green chilies I'm going to use. I have a can of corn and black beans drained and rinsed, ready to go. I have a pitiful little amount of cilantro because Charlie didn't buy me like a big bunch like I wanted at the store. He just got a little one because that was one thing that Kroger excluded from my order. I have a lime here. I've already cut it in half. I'm going to squeeze the full thing in there. And let's see, is that it? Black beans, corn, chilies. Oh, and 1 packet of enchilada sauce. Here, I got 2. 1 to use whenever I'm plating up, and then I have this one to put in there. So what we are going to do is add the chicken, the packet of this, the black beans and corn, the diced green chilies, the cheese, the juice of the lime, the fresh cilantro, and basically just cook it until the cheese melts and everything's kind of warmed and mixed together. So easy peasy. We're going to get started here. I have my oven preheating at 400 degrees. So we'll just spray. And we're going to add the chicken in. This does not have to cook long because the chicken, of course, is fully cooked. It's really just to get everything blended in together well. We're going to go ahead and add in the beans and corn. I'm going to go ahead and put these cheeses in. They always take a minute to open. There's 1, 2. Oh, and the dogs are barking because I have the front door open in case we get any trick-or-treaters. It's not really time for them yet. It's still light, but it'll get dusk here soon, so we shall see if we get any. 3, Ozzy, and 4. And we're going to go in with our packet of Frontera enchilada sauce. You can use any brand. Y'all know I love the Frontera products. And we're gonna add in the can of green chilies. We're gonna add in the fresh cilantro, which I would personally add more. Charlie's actually not as big of a fan of it as I am, but this is probably good enough. And we're just gonna give it a little stir, and then we're gonna squeeze in the lime juice because it is starting to heat up now. And I used to not add the lime juice, but it does add a little hint of the lime flavor. It's really good. So I do recommend it. And that's going to be pretty much everything. We are just going to let this basically heat up until the cheese melts, and then we will be ready to assemble the enchiladas. And I don't know if I said it or not, but I have the oven preheated at 400 degrees. We're going to assemble, cover with aluminum foil, and then bake them for, I think it's 20 minutes. Of course, the recipe will be typed out in the description box down below. So I will see you once this is done and we are ready to assemble. All right, guys, we're going to get ready to assemble these enchiladas. Charlie's going to assemble his. I'm going to assemble mine so that we can get these in the oven, because it's about time for trick-or-treaters to start coming, and I don't want to be like in here in the middle of this if I have to stop, because I like to see them and be able to go to the door. So anywho, hopefully you can see both of us. Okay, guys, so I just kind of divided the mixture in half, and then we're each just going to fill our flour tortilla and put on there, and then we will top it with some cheese. Hang on, we got to put a little bit of this in the bottom of your pan, and then we'll put a little bit on the top. Just a little bit. And then I'm using the Olay Extreme Wellness Wraps for mine. Charlie's just using
La Banderita.
La Banderita. Go ahead. Which side is going to be yours? You want to do that side?
Yeah.
I have to go ahead and divide it out in half, or Charlie will take too much, and then I won't have enough.
No way.
Yes, you would. I actually like to lay these down. I forgot on one of these little things. It makes it easier. I can only pick one up at a time. Here, you want the brown one? And then you can roll it.
Do you put anything else in there?
That's it inside. The cheese and stuff goes on top.
Is that enough?
Mm-hmm. And you just kind of roll it like this. Start from one side and go to the other. You gotta roll it tighter than that, yours ain't gonna fit in there.
That's not tight enough?
I mean, I'd roll it a little bit tighter. It doesn't have to be perfect.
And it goes this way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put that way already.
Put it with the seam side down.
Same side down. Can you tell me that first?
Well, you know, some things I think should be common sense. I'm just saying. Y'all hearing this?
Yeah, I need the extra done version for me.
Roy says whenever he meets you, he's going to greet you as a senile old man because he heard what you said when we came out of the Mexican restaurant the other day, because you left your box on the table.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's pretty accurate. Look, see, I just roll. I don't like to worry where the stuff is, and just it'll squish out or whatever. I'm amazed that I haven't gotten anything on this really light gray t-shirt I decided to wear today.
How many am I supposed to be making?
6.
I'm probably doing way too much in here
I got no mixture left, do you? Well, that's why I split it in half, but I thought you knew.
No, I thought you said I was going to do 4.
Why would you do 4?
I don't know.
That's a lot of mixtures that you're putting in them.
Guess I'm going to have to redo all mine.
I mean, unless one night you just want to have one and make 5. You just gonna make 5?
I'm going to tear these others apart, I guess.
Why are you doing so much in like one?
Getting the rest.
Oh my Lanta. I thought you would actually make this process quicker. Not take longer.
That's what you get.
Y'all see this? He's supposed to
believe
have.
in those lies.
He put so much filling in each one of his. I split it in half. I told him we were going to have 2 enchiladas each night. No side, because these are extra filling. And it's not wise, it's facts. Alright, so that is pretty much it. We topped it with the enchilada sauce. I just did a half a cup of the fat-free mozzarella cheese, 2 servings, and then half a cup, 2 servings of the Mexican blend cheese. Charlie just used all the Mexican blend cheese on his because of course he doesn't count his points. Mine should come out to 4 points per serving, I think. No, it might be more. I've got to, because I'm using, I'll have to confirm that how much it is per serving since I'm doing 2 wraps instead of 1 this time. We're going to cover them with aluminum foil and then they're going in the oven for 20 minutes. All right, I am ready to make my Hannah banana bread cake thing. It is so good, y'all. We are super excited. You need 2 eggs, a sugar-free yellow cake mix, 3 bananas that we are just going to mash up, and then a little bit of monk fruit sweetener that we are just going to sprinkle on top, and that is it. It is going to bake in the oven at 350 degrees for like 40 to 45 minutes. So I need to get this ready, get it in the oven so that we can wrap up this meal prep today. But I'm going to get my eggs in the bowl, get my bananas mashed, and we're going to throw this together. Super easy, super quick. Okay, so we have our bananas in here. I just peeled all 3 of them, and I'm just going to take a potato masher and kind of mash them. These are not the ripest bananas, but I think that they're ripe enough. But a potato masher is a quick way to mash them up. If they're real mushy, sometimes you can just do it with a fork. Okay, so there's the bananas mashed up pretty well. I need to tilt y'all down a little bit, don't I? Sorry about that. I've already broken my 2 eggs into a separate little bowl. I just didn't want to mash the bananas with the eggs in there because I thought it'd be gross for some reason. And then we need the sugar-free cake mix, which I can find these usually at like Walmart, Publix. The chocolate cake mix is the harder one to find, but the yellow one is pretty much everywhere. So I'm going to put the whole cake mix in. And we are going to mix it up very well. And we need a dash of vanilla. I knew I was forgetting something. So we'll add in just a dash of vanilla. And there we go. I think that is mixed really well. We are going to go ahead. I just have this little bread pan here. I'm going to spray it pretty well with the Pam baking spray. Finish that one off. Okay, and then we're just gonna put it in here, and then it's gonna bake 350 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes. I almost forgot my monk fruit sweetener. I forgot, I have to sprinkle this on top. This is the best part to me. This kind of crystallizes and makes it so yummy. There we go. Now we're ready to go in the oven. Do you think you're going to eat the whole banana bread?
Yeah.
You're not. You get half of it.
We'll see.
Oh, we will see. All right. We have finally finished up the meal prep. Everything except for the banana bread, which is still baking in the oven. I always forget it takes so long. So right after this, I am going to insert a clip of that so that you can see it completed. But we have our 7 containers of yogurt, 7 containers of fruit. And then we have our 6 meals of the Instant Pot shrimp and broccoli. And yes, it does look a little green from the broccoli in there, but we've tasted it. It tastes delicious. So we will give a full review of this later in the week, and also as to how it heats up. We probably will have this one tonight because I don't want to leave the shrimp in the refrigerator too long, if that makes sense. That way we go ahead and have one tonight, and then we will finish it up by Thursday. And then these are my chicken enchiladas, and then those are Charlie's. We just went ahead and did 2 each. We're not going to have a side with it because these are super filling. And I didn't want to make a side of cauliflower or Spanish rice since I have cauliflower fried rice with that meal. And I know these are super filling. I was afraid this one would not be as filling without the rice with it. So anywho, this is what we're going to have. These are delicious. Highly recommend making your enchiladas this way. Super good, super filling. And then of course I have my bacon and eggs. One question I get a lot is, how do you make your bacon and eggs? I show how to make an individual portion in almost every one of my Saturday vlogs. I always vlog making my breakfast and I have it broken down literally step by step. I just do not like to film making a huge batch of it because it takes forever. It's just kind of hot. I kind of do it in between other things. And then of course I just always cook my bacon in the microwave. Pretty much 1 minute per slice is standard. So you can kind of play around with that. Sometimes it needs a little more, sometimes it needs a little less, depending on the bacon. But overall, I think I have completed another successful meal prep. And then now I will show you the banana bread. Alright guys, here is the Hannah banana bread fresh out of the oven, looking delicious, tasting delicious. I had to let it cook for like 48 minutes to get it completely done. It was a little soft inside. I tried 43 minutes at first, but then put it in for an additional 5. So I think it is perfect. We're going to let it cool completely. Sorry if you hear that noise, but Charlie's got the air fryer going, making the spring rolls and pot stickers to go with our shrimp and broccoli meal. But now we will close out this meal prep video. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me again for another Sunday meal prep. I hope that you try some of these recipes. I know for a fact that the chicken enchiladas are super delicious. This is my first time making this Instant Pot broccoli and shrimp. Of course it's a little green looking from the broccoli that kind of dissolved in there, but from what I tasted it was delicious. And I also know that the cauliflower fried rice that I made that is underneath it is delicious as well. We will pair this with a couple of pot stickers and a spring roll each night that we have this one. Everything else is my normal stuff. I hope that you enjoyed it. You will have seen a clip of the banana bread right before this because we just put it in the oven. I always forget that it takes so long to bake. I should have baked it earlier in the day so that it would have been done. But instead, I'm just going to take a clip of it whenever it comes out of the oven and have it right before this, right after I kind of do my other little outro thing. So, anywho, overall, everything looks delicious and I appreciate y'all, all of my Jennifer's Gems that make it all the way to the end, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.